today, guys, we are joined here with nehow24 to tell us his story of being in the crew with trek2m.
Hello everyone. I'm sure you've all heard that my name is nehow24 and I'm an ex trek2m crew member. I wanted to come on here and do a little interview with Dragon to let everyone in his YouTube channel know how trek2m really is, or let anyone know really. Well, to start off, Trek is a compulsive liar. Everything that comes out of his mouth is most likely a lie. Whether it be for something simple or something major, he is most likely lying to you. Trek is a very vulgar person when the camera is off as well. The first time that I ever played with Trek, I had only been in there for an hour playing with him, and I was in a party chat with him for that hour that I played with him, and when he ended his stream, he made a very vulgar comment that kinda, like, I was taken aback by it, really, because, you know, I was 14 at the time, and it was just very inappropriate for him to be saying with anyone around my age in the party. But to be honest, Trek does not care. He will say anything he wants. He does not care about your opinion. In fact, your opinion is unwarranted. If you have a say in a matter with trek2m, you will most likely be muted like I was. I tried to explain to him why I was talking to people who were kicked out of the crew, which is the reason why I was kicked out of the crew. I wanted to get their side of the story because I had only heard Trek's side. And as you know, when you go to court with someone, the judge hears both sides, and then evidence is brought. The evidence that I bring you is on trek2m's YouTube channel. If you truly watch his videos and, like, consecutively, if you just watch them, you will notice a pattern that he always explains how poor he is, how unfortunate he is, how painful it is for him to be alive every day. He can't cry. He's broken his bones, every bone in his body twice. He's fallen in a 4-story building and survived, struck by lightning 3 times. These are some of his more popular lies that he likes to tell. But really, anything that comes out of his mouth is just utter nonsense. He always has to be right. That is something that I noticed from the get-go. He happens to own a prototype engine. Well, I'm not exactly sure if it's a prototype, that's just what he said. But if you'd like to look it up, it's called a Wankel engine. So he basically came in the party one day and he was preaching about how good he is of a mechanic. He's had it running for 20 years. The car company wants to take the car away from him because they've never had a car live that long with a Wankel engine in it. And so I looked up a Wankel engine and I got some facts about it. It has bad fuel economy. All in all, it's not really a good engine, and that's why it's a prototype. Well, if you tell trek2m that, you will be told that that is a misconception, as he worded it. He basically discredited everything that I found out and continued to try and persuade me that what he did to the motor and how it truly is, and I mean, it was utter nonsense, because there's no way that he would have been able to have it running for 20 years if the company who made it couldn't keep it running more than, you know, however long they had it running. And that's why it stayed a prototype. Well, Trek, he's very down, and he's not someone that I personally would want anyone that I know to associate with, because there is no happiness in him. There is no life or want for a better day. He lives in sorrow. He finds no happiness in his predicament. He only sees the bad, and he can never be optimistic about anything. I mean, there have been times when I've joined a party and he just sounds drained of life. But even if this is the case, it's all in his head. There is physically can have that many illnesses and things happen to them and not die. He likes to say that when he was born, he was only given 10 years to live. He's 50 years old, so if that is true, he overlived his predicted time by 5 times. Which, if that is true, I mean, that's amazing, but the likelihood of that being true is very slim. If you do disagree with him, he likes to use the excuse, you can go check the video. But he will never give you a specific video or timestamp because he doesn't know, because there is no proof. He has no humility. He is a narcissistic, vulgar man, really. I mean, he doesn't care about anyone besides himself and his select few in the crew. I'm not going to name anyone because I do not want to start any drama with them. I would also like to say, Trek, if you're watching this, this is no way, you know, this is no sign of me saying that I want war. This is nothing like that. I hold no ill will or no resentment towards you. I just feel that I've been done wrong, and that the people in the group specifically should see how you really are. But I feel like they're so absorbed in your lies and everything that you tell them that they can't leave anymore, because they see your word as truth. If anyone in the crew is watching this, please heed my warning and leave the group. You will never find anything besides sorrow with Trek. You will never find any happiness or anything else from that man. And I would also like to say, specifically to one person who considered me a brother, Trek likes to talk about you behind your back. I hope you know who you are. I'm not going to name you because I don't want to start anything like I said. But Trek has many times talked crap about you. Honestly, my time in the crew was not very fun, besides with the few select that I played with. And the only reason that I stayed in the crew was because of those people. I tried to have as little interaction with Trek as possible. But I mean, like, one of my good friends is, like, well, one of my old, how would I word that? A good friend of mine before this happened. He was trying to help Trek out with everything going on, and he kind of asked me for help, so I was like, I looked into a few things, and I tried to help Trek out a little bit, but that's honestly the extent of what happened. Trek is very, how do I word this? he's not very nice. He can be very rude at times. I mean, there's a lot of times when he just, if something goes in his mind, he runs with it. Especially with anything that happens with his YouTube channel. If he ever gets like, you know, a couple dislikes on his stream, someone comes in the chat and says something, he automatically thinks and believes that these people doing this are Dragon and Alex. However, that is not the case. We are able to prove that someone has fake accounts under our names writing in his chat, because any one of our actual YouTube channels that when we write in his chat, it will be removed and no one will be able to see the messages. However, these channels that use our names can stay up in his chat and freely type as much, you know, just troll him as they want, and they will never be removed, they will never be blocked, their messages will stay up. Honestly, if you want to, you know, see for yourself, go watch Trek. Go watch a couple of his streams. You know, you don't have to believe me. I'm not telling you to believe me. If you don't believe me, go look for yourself. Go watch his live streams. You can hear it. He has no humiliation. He is not in the slightest bit humble. He complains that he's so poor, but then on the other hand, 10 seconds later, he will talk about how he has computers and all this stuff that he has, that if he sold it, he could set his family up for life. So then, if you ask him, well, why don't you sell it and set your family up if you're so poor? And he'll give you some bogus excuse that he can't, or he's saving it for his daughter for when she gets older, or something along those lines. I will say that the people in Trek's crew are amazing. There are some truly bright and fun-spirited people in Trek's crew. The reason they play with Trek, I'm not sure, because he is the exact opposite of what they are. I'm sorry, I'm kind of drawing blanks here. It's just, there's so much. I just want this to end, truly. Trek, if you're watching this, whoever's making those accounts under Dragon's name, under Alex's name, under KT's name, please stop. We don't want this to go on anymore. Honestly, that's about all I have to say. Dragon, do you have any questions for me?
I do indeed have one question for you. Have I been intriguing you and forcing you to believe lies that I have supposedly told you about Trek to make you become my side, if you know what I mean? No. I'm a human being. My brain works. I have emotions. I can think straight. You know, I have likes and dislikes. I'm able to make decisions. I am in no way affected by what you have said to me. I have taken both sides of the story. I've gotten evidence, and I've chosen the lesser evil. Yeah, that's about it. You got anything else? That's all.
Oh, alright. Well, thank you for interviewing me.
No problem.
I'm really glad I got to get this off of my chest and let people know what Trek is really like. Thank you for the opportunity.
So yeah guys, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Even if you guys did enjoy, please drop a like, drop a sub, I appreciate it a lot. As of now we are on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so I do appreciate it a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video / live stream. See you guys later. Have a good one.